Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights from the LPL 2025 Split 2.
Yeah, he's looking towards the bot side. He has been unspotted so far. But here is where actually...
Oh, the CC chain, the flash way is going to get that kill at first blood to BLG onto Cream.
Oh, if we're talking about late, Navi's maybe looking for a smite and then getting out. They have level advantage of the set of BLG and complete control.
Oh, they overextended there. Kanavi goes down immediately. Big blade collar there from Jackie Love, and they're going to get the one back. Really good peel ability right now, and Elk overextended himself, but Cream goes over the left side of the fight, goes down. Another tangle barb from On, as Jackie Love's going to hit a nice blade collar onto Way, but On might have been the MVP of that first fight.
Wow, Toppy
showing out and showing up so far in this early game now. An almost 2,000 gold lead for BLG as Ben is in a 1v2 and he's dodging away from everything. Meanwhile, that will be the Dragon started up and taken by BLG, propelling their early game advantage.
When that Dragon is up, and now BLG are looking for a dive. No flash now on 369. There's Vi ult.
Yeah, nobody's really coming to help him. Crisp is running out of base, but he's going to be a while. You also have Jackie Love right there behind him. Gotta try to buy time here. Buy as much time as you can. 369. Hold the line. Void Seeker is not going to hit, but he will still go down to On, who now goes 2-0-2 on the Nico. Maybe even looking for another turret plate here in the bot lane. And that'll be a triumphant gold advantage for BLG early on into this one.
This is reminiscent of 2024 BLG. Lane dominant, neutral objective dominant. Talking about dominance, Kanavi is looking to establish some in that bot lane.
Pop Blossom play going in for BLG. On has no more mana, is just trying to step up, realizes Kanavi has found their backside, and Elk's going to go down as well, giving a couple quick kills to the man himself, Jackie Love.
Takes down his skin. He's the only one who should be using that, apparently.
Odds having a little bit of fun with himself in this game number one, and that's got to feel good. A little bit of pressure towards top side as Kanavi has been spotted out moving here. Ben trying to dodge and weave his way away from 369, but the next spawn of grubs in about 45 seconds. Ben just goes in on the 369. That was bold. He knew that Kanavi was there, but it was all just a bait. Ben was buying time, but is it enough? Now, fish in a barrel. TES need a way out. Cream getting a big Emperor's Divide. Way gets pushed into the alcove. And Top Esports, they're looking for a front to back now. They're starting to get this one down. Cream has been untouched this whole time. And Knight's about to go down too. Knight got 2 kills. Knight dodges out of that last win, becomes lightning. And this is why we expected this to be the match of the week. The hands on 6 grubs is going to be very hard to deal with. Cream is the focus now. Cease and desist coming in. Flash under the turret. There's Elk with that beautiful Void Seeker combo, but Cream still alive, still kicking. And now it's a deja vu, but it's the other way around. Top Esports want to make the play. On completely misses his Pop Blossom, and Elk goes down because of it. On might just join his brother in the grave, but a big, big Feather Storm going to save Jackie Love from taking too much damage as they're going to push out this top lane. It was still...
He's trying to sneak in the Dragon, and they are going to take that one. Most likely for free right here, since Knight is trying to push that bot lane wave.
Oh, Chris getting caught a little bit. And BLG might be looking for him. Again, remember, when they find one target they want to engage on, it works out beautifully. And that target is Cream! Emperor's Divide from Knight himself. And now the TP from BLG. Give the golden left hand a triple kill to boot. And that lead starting to get to 2,000 here for BLG 15 minutes in.
But what is going on with Top Esports? You managed to sneak out the Dragon, and then you just throw it all by walking straight into BLG's open arms. A little bit of dizziness, and like, you cannot afford to get dizzy versus BLG. We know how that story ends. They're just too quick to chop your arm off.
They are indeed lethal as they are. And
problem if he gets fed, because it becomes really difficult playing into Tazaya. However, right now, you could say he's pretty fed. 5-1 and 3. Rotobait's already stacking, and Cream.
Nice okay, he can dodge away from one, but he might not be able to dodge the other. On trying to get the kill there. It does have to heal to get away from the turret. The turret is still ramped up, and Ben's going to take a lot of damage. He's going to end up having to flash away from that last hit, but that turret will also go down. Will be second turret gone, and That back comes out the last second there for us. And kind of coming out of draft this is exactly the style I wanted to see from BLG. I wanted to see them have something that's worked for them before and just execute. Just be the better team. And right now, they are
like
the better team. And that'll be BLG taking down 369 under turret.
A little bit stronger. Grab him a second item, and potentially once that Nashor's is completed, you could start looking towards a miraculous fight, because you ain't walking towards the bot side of your map. Just like
all
that.
the way under 369. TP's going to be coming in. That's going to be Cream joining. Pop Blossom hits him as he comes through, but the lockdown isn't there. Jackie Love almost falls. Meanwhile, under turret on and way, trying to get away. There's that big grand entrance from Chris going a little bit wide. Onto the minions they go, and they are able to take those out. BLG going for a hell of a dive. Don't end up finding it, but they will find the dragon for it anyways.
Absolutely. Zaya with no ult has no business walking inside any choke points or playing any team fights. So BLG got exactly what they wanted as Kanavi greens for his Grom.
Oh, no. Dude, Knight is having a vintage performance to kick this one off. And I'm just saying, I know maybe I'm reading too deep into it, but I feel like it's a little personal against Cream, who's been definitely the big come up here in recent history of the mid laners in the LPL, and Knight trying to show him how it's done. Now getting in a 1v1 himself, has a flash away from Cream, even if he is so strong, but Cream's all by himself, surrounded by the Sharks that are in the BLG jerseys. And I gotta get me some of that merch. That's gonna be a big clip onto Chris, but not gonna follow it up is on. Dragon finally goes down to Way, and BLG, they have completely owned this early game.
Yeah, I feel like this is OG Top Esports versus BLG. It's like I'm watching 2024 summer playoffs all over again. BLG is making Top Esports run circles.
Oh, Jackie Love is going to end up getting out with his flash. Still has Clint, dies to Elk on his own skin. Kanavi will not let that one stand. We'll put him down too. Great interest from Chris, goes a little bit wide. And Kanavi just falls to the might that is BLG. Ben goes with a double kill. 369 just has to stand and watch.
That is a 7,000 gold lead 21 minutes in, and Knight. What an absolute king performance on that Sylas. Of course, set up a Way. We cannot take anything away from Way's Vi, especially in that early game. He did set up the Sylas for success. But other than that, Knight took everything for himself, and I'm like, I'm not gonna lie.
Anyways, it is still that setup where TES aren't giving up. They're trying to move onto the map. They are on second items for everyone. But as soon as they overextend, they're going to be pounced on. Kanavi just goes in by himself. Pop Blossom onto 2. On going to be stopped there. Public execution onto the back line now, though. They are wheeling and dealing. Big Emperor's divide from Cream as he goes in with the engage onto Elk, but Elk killer instincts onto the other side of the fight. And BLG have not lost a member. That's going to be 5 quick kills to BLG. An absolute map dominance from this team.
BLG slapping Top Esports in the Top Esports. Back to the drawing board. Whiteboard, blackboard, whatever you prefer. Back to that board. That
just
early
go
game.
To the board, damn it. Just
go to a board and start writing down how the heck you can go back to previous form. The lead and who's in the bush? Who's in the bush? No one actually. Been pulled out.
On just flashed away, by the way. He's a little scared. Public execute goes wide. BLG are missing everything right now, but maybe it doesn't even matter. Point click goes in. Look at Knight. The flank. The 3-man Pop Blossom. And I'm popping all over Top Esports as BLG. They're wiping the floor with them. Knight finds a beautiful abscond abduct. And 369 gets caught by the tangle barbs. That'll be everything going the way of BLG. And the On is the one that pushes back to try to go get this base finished off. It is 10,000 gold plus at BLG's kingdom here in game number 1.
That was such a great display of how far ahead BLG is. Doesn't matter. Miss every ult there is. Lose your vibe before she's even pressed one spell in the entire fight. Who damn cares? You're 10,000 gold up. You're like about an item and a half up. BLG are just so far ahead.
With 25 stacks in his book. And the man's got his library card ready to go. BLG going to start up this Baron. Try to push the tempo onto Top Esports.
Yeah, they're trying to find a way in. Kanavi found Knight, or did Knight find Kanavi? He's 4 levels up!
Oh, he's got everything, though. Crisp gonna have to back away. Tries to go for the saving play, but Elk finds the back line, and so does Ben! But Jackie Love, and your playing caller ain't gonna do diddly squat! As BLG wipe again the entire team of Top Esports, and Knight will make Cream pay. That'll be straight down the mid lane, straight down the bot lane, and BLG look to finish house on game number 1.
Yeah, there's a wave down that bot lane. BLG easy as it started, not with success, but with a one successful gank for Knight in that mid lane. And ever since that gank from Wei, BLG never let go.
Never once, it seems. That was one of the most one-sided victories we've seen in recent history. 29 minutes in. This is some real comfort picks, at least for the side of Top Esports moving forward. For them in a composition that definitely feels like something they would go for, but the execution fight, but Kanavi, he actually won't get seen.
Way's looking mid, Way's looking mid.
Has gone Splinter Cell style onto Cream in mid lane. Knight not gonna hit the combo. Oh my god, it was so close, and Cream feeling very confident to step forward now that Knight has missed everything.
Oh, Wei did a 50-50 right there, and I'm pretty sure he's going to lose both Scuttle Crabs. Knight needs to press his B button right here and reset. Crisp and Jackie Love are already moving up.
Oh, there's no way. He gets the blast going back, flashing over the wall, immediately followed into, and first blood for Jackie Love of Top Esports. Now On gonna have to burn his flash. We got flashes everywhere in Top Esports. This is much more them in the driver's seat in the early game.
And that was
beautiful. Wei is gonna take this dragon while those grubs got taken, so BLG's onus on being at that next grub fight definitely skyrocketing through the roof, but an early Infernal Dragon will not be too bad. So that's where I want to check in on the setups. Top Esports, we said, need to be proactive here with their composition, especially with that lethality Varus.
And within this team fight, the most spread apart that Top Esports is when the team fights commence, the better it will be for them to actually get away from those big Mega Nars that we mentioned earlier on.
Wondering now exactly how side lane pressure is also going to work out. Chris was trying to get a cheeky back off there, but Dredge line will come right for him. Glacial Prison as well, and BLG, they look to strike back on a Crisp, going low, bullet time used. Oh my god, they're dying to Jackie Love, by the way. Wei is going to get locked down by Kanavi. Kanavi doesn't have Impale, about to have it in 2 seconds. Doesn't have it in time, though, and On trying to lock down Jackie Love, but they realize Wei has to flash away because Kanavi's starting to get pumping. As Jackie Love waiting on the corner there, did end up burning that Chains of Corruption, but the fact that Kanavi has Impale means there's still a threat for BLG.
Wants the river, though. Knight has shoved in his mid lane, and he's already heading towards the top. The ult goes through.
Jackie Love caught out. Kanavi's there, but Knight finds the trigger, finds the fight, trying to kick down Jackie Love, and he does. 525 smackaroos to the mid laner of BLG, now needing to get away from TES, and they do.
The majority of their time on the tops of the map, Knight has reset, got his pickaxe coming back onto... Oh, hold on, Elk. That's not cleanse.
Elk is in a lot of trouble now. He's going to get crashed down on Shattering Strike. Going to be waited to use. Bullet time coming through, but they waited perfectly timed, and Jackie Love comes up with his second kill of the game.
Okay, I'm going to play a game with our viewers. Turn off the nameplates and tell me that this wasn't Jackie Love. All right, I'm going to hold on to that thought.
Wei getting caught out by Kanavi now, but has Knight right behind him. Again, those permafrost stacks are huge. Glacial Prison combo. That was beautifully timed from Wei. Double Impale into the weirding, and Cream gets the kill on the Wei. Knight hasn't gotten one back. There's the depth charge used. Dredge line into it. Triple combo from Knight, but he can't do much damage. Cream doesn't have any mana, and Knight, if he had items, that is the difference in that fight. Oh, Dominance gets popped by 369 on bot side. They thought they were going to go for the dive, but actually Ben got a wonderful clear onto the minions as they were going for it.
What is going on? Everyone is fighting everyone. Neutral objectives are being ignored, but not really. And Cream still no mana. He used it all. That's it.
He's looking to lollipop it around. He's trying to use the terrain, but he can't do it. Oh, he misses the W. On, gonna block it down. Gets the kill there for Knight. And an executed dive on top side by BLG. Oh, Knight goes back, and that doomed him. That absolutely doomed him. He's going to try to seal fate his way out. Jackie Love looking for the chains. Doesn't have him for 5 seconds. Goes for the piercing arrow to On. And every time Top Esports...
Blade the Ruined King not quite coming through for him just yet. However, the rest of BLG are heading towards the tops of the map. Elk and On their way.
Knight. They're going to try to get it. They got the Q3. Oh no, Jackie Love Top Esports' bot lane has overextended themselves, trying to get Knight back. One more hit, but he dies, and Knight flashes away from the piercing arrow. Elk cleans up Crisp, and that'll be the turret going the way of Top Esports, but the damage is done, and BLG, if you're topside, Kanavi still has his flash, still has Impale, and try to start up these Krugs, but Way knows, and BLG, they're collapsing. Cream gonna try to get some damage down onto Knight before he takes the engage there. No more Fate Sealed. You gotta remember the Permafrost stacks are there though, and Knight gonna get double impaled. Cream, you gotta get the combo up. Knight has sustain, and Way is left to his own devices. Might be just taken down. Dredgeline gonna miss, and the piercing arrow from Jackie Love pierces BLG's heart. Depth charge used on a Cream just to get him out of that fight. Kanavi gonna go wild and wonderful here into this Rift Herald, as they had already taken Grubageddon. Now they're gonna continue getting top objective dominance.
Yeah, and Kanavi, pretty much of a stinker last game. In this particular one, he's actually ahead. Pretty tanky as well. So if you do funnel into him, flash right here from Elk, way too far ahead in this lane. The TP is gonna come through, so I'm just gonna hold my thought.
Ben still has flash, is building up Meganar. Here comes Cream. He goes invisible, trying to get some damage onto Ben. Ben is going Meganar, trying to get away. Is he even going to pop it in time? Tries to go with the heal. And now he has the flash. Last second movement, maybe coming through. Flash out, but the auto was still there. Cream, quicker on the trigger. The young gunslinger for Top Esports.
And you love
Decision-making power across the map. Rift Herald didn't, in fact, get taken earlier, so it is still on the map, still available. Both teams trying to focus on these side lanes a little bit more so before that even comes to bear. And another turret will go down, at least BLG's first of the game.
And again, I feel like BLG are in a pretty great spot. They are looking to team fight. Stacking Dragons is a fantastic way to force enemy team to team fight you. And on the other hand, Top Esports, they did get the 6 Void Grubs, but I feel like this was more of a denial rather than, oh, they're going to use them to the absolute max, because you take them away from Yone, you take them away from the Gnar, which are 2 champions that use them to great extents. If you look, topside taken away from Bin onto this Gnar, and now Top Esports, they're looking to find angles around BLG.
Oh, that's the Glacial Prison used, but Chains of Corruption hits at the tip onto Way. He is dragged back into the abyss. That is all red, and that is all Top Esports, as they're going to move straight over to the Rift Herald potentially now.
BLG, because Atakan has spawned towards the top side of the map, and with the Rift Herald right here, if they do take a misadvantageous fight, it could also mean Atakan taken off the map as well. Right here, BLG, they're going to wrap around this tower, this tier 2 tower,
Chains
rather.
of Corruption
hitting again.
They got him locked down. Way still pretty tanky. Is going to make it away. Now Knight looking for a re-engage. Dredgeline went a bit wide. You got to expect if that went through. Fate Sealed. This bot side, they realize the turret is very low. Not able to catch Bin out, but they will take the turret anyways.
Yeah, however, they have to be very careful. A lot of the big ultimates are gone, particularly Kanavi's ult right here. They're looking.
Bullet time in. That does literally nothing. And On just burnt his ult for nothing as well. So BLG losing a ton of their engaged tools here. And it's Top Esports that are looking for the fight. They still have BLG unless Kanavi can just get in there and steal it.
There is the possibility.
He's in there. He's in there like swimwear, baby. Way versus Kanavi. 50-50 for the soul point, and Way gets it. Bullet time, I just said, did nothing. Eviscerates Top Esports, and that's a massive play from BLG.
And we've gone back to game number 1. The whole wild animal situation. 0 setup, 0 members around the dragon. It's like Top Esports forgot the dragon even existed and that it was going to be soul point for BLG. We literally said it. We want to see them set up around this dragon. Try and fight. They're at their strongest point. Malignance completed for Cream. You've got 3 items on Jackie, Thornmill purchased for Kanavi. This is your peak to fight. And Sterox, of course, for Renekton. And then suddenly Crisp was hovering towards the top side to Shadow Cream.
All the team is rounding out this way except for 369, who does have TP available. So Top Esports, they want to try to keep the pressure onto BLG, even if the tides seemingly are starting to shift.
Yeah, and very importantly, Knight's 3rd item is going to be a QSS, which means Kanavi will have no longer a lot of power over that Yone, especially since BLG right here are going to have to come for a choke point if they want to contest the Atakan. Atakan, I want to remind everyone, does a lot of damage. A lot of teams have thrown games through trying to contest. Top Esports have control of the Tribus. Knight is now going to spot them, and the rest of BLG are going to start coming through very slowly. I think this might just be gone.
Yeah, the Atakan just going to go down. Some extra roses for Top Esports as they'll leave 369 to get it. Ben will try to take down this turret in the side lane with the Chains of Corruption going to be used by Jackie Love, and Elk maybe looking for an angle with the bullet time, pushing in this outer turret here. Still going to be that Atacon secured. A lot of roses to Top Esports, and as well as that permanent 25% increase on any buffs to it. He's TPing into the fight now, and I love it because Top Esports, they haven't put the pedal off the gas here, but they might just get caught with it. Chains of Corruption in 369. He finds the backline. He's doing his job. Maybe it's going to be enough, but Knight eviscerates Crisp, and now 369 can't even kill Elk. On is almost going down, Way getting impaled by Kanavi into two-man, but Ben is starting to stack up Meganar, and Giga Ben is about to be activated. He's going to be locked into the corner, going Meganar, trying to get the Mega in as well, but he doesn't get it. He goes down to the shutdown to Cream, who did 5,600 damage in that fight, and that'll be second dragon secured by Top Esports.
And this was a much better fight for Top Esports because they walked into enemy jungle quadrant, they set down the vision, and they picked BLG apart. Reminder Top Esports, 369 and Jackie Love are going to be paired up on the left of your screens. So they have split up BLG onto two fronts, and they take them down like this as On is going to walk up and be eviscerated.
Well, all right. That's two more kills to Top Esports. All of a sudden, BLG seem to have lost their mind. I will just say, Elk had no spatial awareness whatsoever. Literally saw 369 walking behind him and then decided to ult as it gets instantly stopped by 369. And now Baron started up by Top Esports. Been about halfway to Meganar. Can Way get the better of the Smite steal again? They already went 50-50 one time, and Way got the better of it. Ben trying to get away, but immediately gets collapsed on. He went the complete wrong way, too. Won't even get Meganar. And BLG are falling apart.
Hold up. Maybe it's actually turned nameplates off, and then Top Esports has become BLG, and BLG has become Top Esports. Now Knight is looking for something, anything to scrap to keep Way out of the pit.
Just used ulti on a Cream. I'm so confused at this last 5 minutes of play for BLG. And Knight's just in there trying to fight the red buff fight. BLG are moving back out of the map. Maybe Top Esports have overextended here. The red buff will end up going the way of Way. No real follow through after that. On wants to get in range for a depth charge, realizing they overplayed their hand, but TP can come right back from Cream as he's looking for a deep one potentially. There it is, right into the red buff as now the double impale, and impaled for their lives. On goes down, and immediately afterwards, it's also the pick from Jackie Love on the way. I don't know what happened in the last 6 minutes to BLG, but their hands don't work anymore.
Their hands don't work, and I feel like their vision doesn't work as well. I feel like, again, Top Esports have been doing a fantastic job at splitting BLG apart. We've not seen a single one of these huge wombo combos. Sejuani ult, Nautilus ult, Yone, and Misfortune, one layered on top of another, and Top Esports are picking them apart. Now with the Baron, the resets are coming through. Way still dead, On still dead, 2 lanes of pressure. Top Esports will at least take 2 inhibitors here.
That's massive for Top Esports, and this is the setup I expect. When you lose as a top team like this in the LPL, you know the rebuttal now with this lead, with this advantage, the fact that BLG are seeding so much of their base. That'll be a tier 2 tower gone on the top side.
BLG,
it's 3 items.
Secure that.
Knight has the IE. Is it enough trouble? Is it going to be nearly enough when you're getting fully surrounded? They didn't even know that they were getting flanked on.
Oh, Knight!
BLG already down. They're losing Knight. They're losing Odd. Chickens with their heads cut off would be an accurate description of what BLG is doing right now, because Elk is being chased down. Way is being chased down. And get BLG out of this map. We're going to game 3.
Yeah, complete dominance right here from Top Esports. Slapping BLG in the face with all the extra items and the gold that they have right now. Mid lane wave is gonna come through, and apparently Top Esports, it was a fluke game 1.
Apparently it was, as they go to clean out game number 2. Our match of the week, it was destined to go to 3 games. Even after that one-sided victory at game number 1, consistency hasn't been the key mark for both.
A little bit over in the NLC last week as well. It was the Annie versus the Rise. You get to pin people down pretty easily. And the Gragas over on the top side versus the Jack.
They will end up moving their bot lane towards top. And there you go. There's the stats. First in 279 days. BLG's Knight did play it last. So, hey, it's a comfort. And now in that mid lane play on the Cream 3, man. And that's the beautiful setup for BLG to start it off. And, of course, Knight, the man himself, gets first blood.
Whoa, I don't think Cream necessarily have to do much. Like, the bot lane defense was as he was heading towards that bot lane to get his camps. So he did defend 369 as well, but BLG here, they want more.
It's that grub fight we were talking about. Kanavi immediately have to flash out as well. Does have the shield. Chris getting low. Cream ends up taking down Wei, and now BLG have lost some members, but there's Tibbers. Tibbers makes the difference, and Ben not going to chase down Cream. The grub fight was a tussle as heck, but it is
early game. It's just that they're playing with one man down. That's a 4 versus 5. Jackie Love ends up going down. Crisp has to leave, and Kanavi got a kill onto Elk.
Okay, well, that was the Grand Starfall. That was not going to commit for it. And Ben makes it out just so close to that deadly flourish landing from Jackie Love.
I think,
Chris.
Hold up here.
Oh, Crisp is going low. Flash play, gets Ben. Crisp with the outplay. Going to be immediately killed by Wei. His soul taken as forfeit. Really cheeky play from Crisp, though. Dragon finally started up by top.
Top Esports have been having a lot of control over the both side river, so they're just going to walk in. Trisha Barrage is just going to spot them doing the dragon, and it's going to go over BLG out of those neutral objectives. As you'll see, they have to use Viego invisibility plus that Alistair to try and get some control to walk inside this river, and now they're going to TP Knight in as well.
And bring everybody to the party here. As BLG going to be the first ones. Yeah, why not? Hey, we got 2 top-heavy teams. Looking at taking a 5-on-5 for this next grub fight. Elk trying to push out mid lane a little bit, try to get that cannon going, but the first grub goes down. Cask in, combo out. Top Esports looking to pick off Ben, but he counter-strikes his way to safety. Will end up falling to Kanavi, and now Top Esports can run rampant in this front line. As Elk trying to pepper down some shots back on Cream and Co. Wei, again, is this crux. If they get resets, they will run away with this fight. He's trying to get his first one onto Crisp. Is going to find it. The Heartbreaker down. Grand Starfall in. On is not going to go down just yet. Fourth shot goes wide. Wei goes in. He's going to look for more resets. It's on Jackie Love. And Wei is having his way with this one. Gets locked down. Nice move from Jackie Love. And now Wei's about to fall to Kanavi of all people. 440 smackaroos there to Top Esports' pocket. And Elk has to run. Even though Dragon is being started up now by Top Esports, Elk goes to mid lane. And that'll be 2 dragons in a row for Top.
Wei got baited a little bit there, but how good the trade was. Rise pretty tanky, Poppy pretty tanky. Wei is going to have to try really hard to get the right reset at the right time.
He's trying real hard to take this Rift Herald before Top Esports get over here. Ooh. They are not going to do it in time. Smote away by Wei. He's had the better of Kanavi in the smite fights so far. But here comes that True Shot Barrage on the 3. They catch him out. And now go down is 369. They try to get that Tibbers fight on the rest of Jackie Love and Kanavi. They can't find too much damage to follow that one up. But that's a big pickoff as well as the Rift Herald there to the side of PLG. Now the reset's coming through. Jackie Love getting low. You got to get out of there, bud. He's about to go down. Mystic Shot goes wide, but they still get the kill anyways. Cream is on the flank, but the Heartbreaker has come through yet again. Kanavi will make it out alive, but BLG, they are looking to use this comp and use it well. Looking at Ben in mid lane. Take this outer turret too.
Love that BLG cutthroat. They walk straight through the jungle, cut off Jackie Love, and end up taking a couple of kills together with the mid lane tier 1. And again, that is a composition that scales super well into the late game. The Viego, the Jax, the Ezreal, absolute machines. And Jackie Love and Kanavi take the wrong pathing towards that mid lane, especially when you see Bin onto that mid lane tower. You 5. That's your fight done.
Yeah, that's a terrifying prospect here. We are getting ready for that next dragon. Another Chemtech Soul. Wei trying to stop this stacking that Kanavi has started building up for them, but it is going to be a full-on fight looking at this one. Grand Starfall is available. Every tool is available. Flashes across the board, except on the supports. We just saw that one burned by On. Now going on to the Dragon goes BLG. They want to start this one up, but you have to think they have been on the side. They have been on the flank. Cream needs to be in Mark here to stop him. Kanavi trying to go for another 50-50. We've seen this before, and Wei has gotten the better of it. Look at the Crisp Keeper's verdict. It's not going to be enough. Kanavi in the pit, 50-50, and it goes to Jackie Love. He steals it away with the 4th shot, and now Top Esports will be on sole point.
What? So cool.
Really
Comment.
like to see it's the Atakan that forces more fights because you get the extra GA as well.
However, Knight right here could be in trouble. He does have way around.
Grand Starfall coming in, Wombo combo at the ready. Knight goes down to the execution by Kanavi with the spear. Bin all by himself and gets Deadly Flourish, gets locked down, and another kill goes the way of Top Esports. Onto the Atacon they go, and the lead in firmer grasp have never been. BLG in a lot of trouble. They're sinking ship now here with this lead going the way of Top Esports. They're trying to get this Atacon fight. Oh, on. What have you done, my dear, dear friend? As Way is going to get out with his unstoppable. On survives as well somehow. Cream trying to go for the kill with the Realm Warp, but the Atacon was the journey all along. As there is the curtain call being used out by Jackie Love to try to get the rest of the team away. Oh my God! Sniper sell Jackie Love. They get the Atacon. They get the kill. They're still way off of that setup. We were talking 30 minutes coming up for them. So Top Esports trying to utilize this strength as quickly as possible. Kanavi has done a really good job. And now with these GAs, they can just play recklessly with their lives. Going into a 5-stack, Keeper Verdict going to separate away on. Is it going to be enough to get any kills here, though? Cream and Jackie Love are looking around the corner. The rest of BLG just trying to stave off this aggressive stance from Top
Layer of survivability through the stopwatch in his inventory.
And he's starting to scale himself. Now the play is on to 369. He still has the Atacon GA for 1 second, but it's going to go down right as he's going to go down himself. Knight going to get the CC chain, and there you go. Locked down from heaven. 369 going to throw out the cast, but it was all just a party affair in BLG's honor. That'll be the side lane turret focused down by Cream and Top Esports. They won't get much else of it. Even that Baron not going to go their way.
Very good punish right there, because you don't really expect BLG to play towards the bottom of the map, especially since Atacon is still active. And we talked about the Baron setup. You expect them to sort of try and make their way towards the topside river to get some wards down. Wasn't quite the case. They punish 369, and by punishing 369, they know that Top Esports cannot start the Baron themselves. And Kanavi is going to find Bin.
He's chasing him down. Look at this damage, Bin. No way he goes down. There's the Q. It's not enough. One more. And the flash play, Kanavi. Put that crown back on your damn head, King, because that's massive.
6, 1, and 5 right now. Start off.
It was always a constant in the top conversations in the world at Jungle. We had asked what this Top Esports version of him could be after that first split, after winning in his split with a new team. He truly has had some ups and downs, but man, when he is on, he is on. As On is going in himself onto 2 members there, but he's locked down now. He has to back out. Elk trying to get some pop shots on the side, but he's getting a little low. That's aggressive. Arcade shift in. Jackie Love getting locked down. Way can't get him. Way can't get the resets. Finally, Jackie Love goes down, but Bin is left between 4 members of Top Esports and falls to a double kill to Kanavi.
Top Esports are feeling so confident. Jackie Love actually did it. Jackie Love and flashed forward to try and get the kill.
Right there, I'm gonna think the answer is absolutely no, but he's actually gonna stay.
Knight is looking. He still has that Tibbers.
Flash
There's
Tibbers.
4 members in this pit.
He can't get out. He's just going to turn on to Chris. Chris may be the martyr here. Cast comes out from 369. Baron secured by Top Esports. True Shopper goes completely wide. They get the Baron. They get out. They have Dragon Soul. Top Esports now 6,000 gold in the lead. Have a dominant
Flash Q to get him out of the picture. Actually, Flash W, sorry.
Yeah.
And he's out.
The biggest thing is they are just capitalizing on the moments that really matter. We gave BLG kind of that 30-minute marker to really have an influence and start pulling back this scaling factor away from Top Esports. But Top Esports have utilized their strengths in the moments they need it so well. And here they go yet again. Though Chris overextending a little bit. Here comes Kanavi. Trying to go for the resets. Trying to go for the damage. Elk is getting low. Flashes out. And that means everything's coming to hell in a handbasket for BLG. Cream going forward. Can't get the prison there. But it's still a next push coming in. The minion wave is here. The Baron buff is aplenty for a minute and a half at Top Esports. They're going right back to their dominant ways. They're going right back to their big brother ways over BLG. And they're just pushing down the middle of the base.
And that's going to be at least that 1 inhibitor, and I'm wondering, they have no other waves, so the only way is forward.
Only way is forward. They realize they're on a timer. They need to get this going, and they need to get it going now. Kanavi going in, and after all this time, no matter what it is, Kanavi will always show up. He's trying to fight this one out, trying to go for the kill on the way. Doesn't end up getting that one, but Bin going low, going golden. Knight going away with that stun. Isn't going to be enough. Gets the 2, but it doesn't matter. Resets for way into death. And that's Top Esports on the verge of taking a 2-1 over BLG. It looks like they're going to do it. After all that, the rivalry is still alive and well in Top Esports' favor. Kanavi has recrowned himself king, and he is Pantheon among us.